This is like where there's like a fishing area out there with fishing raids that got added. I think. That whole area is weird, geographically speaking, because it's all poorly documented. Right. No one's seen us so far. Let's get to work. I'll sink me status in the captain. Those two back there are yours. Follow me, Meteor. Oh. Rogues! All the bloody way out here! Yep. I got my guy dead. Did you get your guy dead? No? No? Well, what are you gonna do? Oh, there's more. I don't know how you found us, but they'll never find what's left of you. You died before you could finish talking, man. No, that can't be real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why would you say that? Slippery bastards. Let's just see how quick you are. Open the cage. Let the growler off its chain. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we should probably be killing the growler here. Can I mug the growler? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Easy. And ranged attacks don't break melee combos? Oh my gosh. We're so pro. This game makes you feel good. Oh, down you go. Jack, I found me one of them treasures. Unless there's some other fist-sized blue diamond on board, it's got to be the cerulean star. As for them other two baubles, I tossed the cabins and been through the hold, ilm by ilm, but there's naught else here. Alright. Well, we'll just have to ask all sweet-like, won't we? Spit it out, Kerr. Where you keeping the rest of your treasures? You think I'd spill me guts for the likes of you, rogue? Maybe you wouldn't, at that. But what about this partner you're working with? Alger, I don't need no partner. What? No. So you're telling me this was all your own idea? You woke up one day and decided you'd attack a maelstrom transport right off the coast of Airport, then disappear into the loving embrace of the Doxies Pull? Not exactly your style, is it? The grinning curds are too bleeding famous for the crew to turn their snouts up at pirateering and favor keeping to the old ways. You've only escaped the Yellow Jackets' grip. This long thy crawling on your bellies and scratching scraps what a fell from the table. You ain't type to sink your teeth into the Navy's own vessel, no matter the prize. Alright, well, maybe there ain't much profited in being cautious no more. The age of the pirates is swift coming to an end. Our web won't be stopped, not by a piddling little crew like mine. That's why we've gone and thrown our lot in with the executioners. Oh. That blue rock was just our share of the loot. The scraps from the table, like you said. If you want them other trinkets, you'll have to take it up with our new mates. One job at a time, lad. First, we need to get these stinking coves at their tub back to the docks. Alright. She said majority, so we only need to find one more of the baubles. We don't need to find them all. The job just got proper thorny, but at least we've grabbed one of them damn treasures.
Piss on you for taking our ship. Should have set the fire while we still had the chance.
Putting aside the issue of who gave the orders, there's no doubt that these was the pirate coves as raided that Maelstrom ship. Now for a punishment that fits the crime. I was informed that a certain well-known pirate ship was spotted weighing anchor at the Moraby docks. I assume this was your work? Aye. You missed all the excitement, Captain, but never you mind. The Cerulean Star is back and bob in our sneaky little fambles. Well, and these must be the grinning curs. Degenerate fiends! How dare you ply your filthy trade in Lamentson waters? How many innocent sailors were massacred that you might sate your vile avarice? Every one of your kind ought to be lined up and shot. A musket ball is the only answer for this rampant display of lawlessness. Wait. Do you mean to just execute them here on the bloody docks? At least take the buggers into custody first. Handing them over to you for lawful punishment satisfy the demands of the code just as well. We've already got the answers to our questions, so feel free to take them away. Do not presume to give me orders, Rogue. You've only managed to capture these villains and their ill-gotten treasure by employing unsavory and unconscionable means. Why, you're not more than pirates yourselves.
These bastards ain't worth a true pirate's spit. The upright thieves was formed to protect us from ourselves. Now they're just hunting dogs for the Admiral. Merlin yanks the leash and another buccaneer disappears. Your rogues are traitors to their own kind. If it hadn't been for you...
Aye, go on then. Blame me, Coves, for your own failures. You knew what you was about when you defiled the code. You knew that we'd be after you. We're done here. There are still 2 treasures left, Rogue, and I mean to claim them both. I'd reconsider this contest of yours, Captain. Turns out this fish we're trying to hook is a shark, and it might just swallow you whole. Was that a size joke? Is he making fun of me being a lala? What shark is he speaking of? And how could any pirate challenge the might of the Yellow Jackets? No, he seeks but to unnerve me. I'll wring the truth from these grinning curs. We'll see who triumphs over whom. So I'm guessing we're getting a bauble during the 25 quest, and that'll make the 30 quest super intriguing. Alright. That'll set us up for some real highfalutin adventure. The kind of adventure you'd want a nice beverage for. The kind of thing that could be held in a fashionista mug that would support Lulu. A team that runs 2 brilliant YouTube channels. Alright. It's a pirate down. Yeah. We got a pirate. That was the goal. We did it. Alright. Back at the guild. Meanwhile, back at the Justice League. Jack. What's going on, Jack? Been at work on that ship, Meteor. First blood is ours. How'd you take to fighting at sea? There are few as can drop an opponent as quick as a rogue. But mind you don't exhaust yourself just flailing your blades at tougher coves. It is TP I speak of, an ancient thing that you used to have to deal with. If you used it too much, you then couldn't use sprint to escape when needed. And that goes double for when you've mates on your flanks. If you've noticed yourself starting to flag, there's naught wrong with pulling back from time to time and staggering your attacks with each other to keep the pressure on. I've said it afore, Colt, but I'll need you sharp enough to carve steel for what's to come. I'm afraid this'll be more of a challenge than even with what little Shrew was bargaining for. That's assuming the curs wasn't lying about the executioners. And the executioners are who I bloody think they are. Twixt you and me, though, I'm hoping the names is just some laughable coincidence. It is quite interesting, yes. Oh, there, Meteor. I forgot you were standing there the 2 seconds that I turned to my right. We've a rough job ahead of us. That's a fact. You flanked me by me turning. That was clever. Matters are tangled enough with what Malala's mort snapping at our heels, and we've still managed to grabble that first trinket without too much fuss. Biting back, other 2 treasures, though. That'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who, we're up against. Yes, yes. All right. We've 2 baubles left on the list. The silver sorrows, those silver earrings, and the black sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Boy, where's Paramu got to? Underfoot? Oh, he's still looking to whittle the tail beneath that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. For some reason, the 3 of us don't even seem to know what a sarcophagus is. Treasures aside, it would be handy if we knew what a sarcophagus was, because then we would know we were just looking for a black one. I've been doing some digging of my own into these executioner allies of grinning curs. Executioner implying they're around dead people. Maybe they'd be like coffins or something. What the hell is a sarcophagus? And I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Meteor, you've heard of the bloody executioners, I hope. It seems the curs was feeding from the famble of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, that. Within Limsa Lamensa, the bloody executioners wield a power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. There was none too fond of Merle Wibb and her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threats posed by the Gallian Empire what eventually convinced them to play nice with the thalassocracy. Now, but pirates ain't the ones to play nice for long. Now that Hilfir ain't around to show and helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions and are scrambling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group what be pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they call themselves, well, they was the only ones that took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last 2 treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumors around town say that, even for executioners, these coves are bloody, ruthless, not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Malala's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. we'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on coming to blows with them. Even if they, if they came after us.
Small or large, it doesn't much matter. They broke the code when they hit the Maelstrom tub, and that gives us a job, and a job we always get done. Aye, the grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd soon be poor sodden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job through to the end. And that means biting back them treasures and handing out proper justice to them as they deserve.
But Jack...
Listen, with all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction's toe ain't gonna bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now, it's about time we got to work. Meteor, you ought to track down our black market contact. I set to looking into the Cur's new allies a while back, but he should have some answers for us by now. The veil was lifted by a southerly this morn. That'll put the old man at his haunt in Lower Lenosha. Yes. Take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Sticks. Now, that is kobold territory, if you didn't know. The old man's bribed with ore, and he hires the biggest and meanest swords as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged.